afternoon, just about, maybe a minute early. Just about lunchtime on Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. We've had a cracking morning this morning.
We have.
We've really enjoyed sharing our morning with you, and you've been keeping us company, so thank you very much for that. We've got a very exciting show with our Amanda, with lots of different mica powders, so you can pick and choose which ones you prefer. We've got stencils, we've got aquastone, we've got paste, we've got paintbrushes, we've got, let me introduce you to the team, we've got our lovely Amanda.
Hello.
Who's going to be playing. Working. Working. Right. Whoever set this counters up's been working, because look at this, all laid out beautifully.
Me.
Did you?
Me and
all by yourself?
Me and we did it with Diane, didn't we? All three of us
you?
did. All three of us did it.
We've got Emily on cameras. We've got Lewis in the producer's seat.
Hello.
And you've got me again for another hour. I know, I'm sorry, it's a busy day today, but it's a lot of fun. Right, so let me tell you a little bit about live shopping first of all. So you can shop while you watch. So you don't need to go away to find a website, to find the product, to put it in a basket, to check it out. You don't need to miss a second of any of the shows, either with the deals or the demonstrations, so it's brilliant. Now you can watch us on YouTube. You can also watch us on Facebook and Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either of our social platforms, we're going to show you a product and that will have a code. And to purchase that item, all you need to do is type the word shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video. And when we're talking about a product, those two words in bold, that's what you're going to type into the comments. That will automatically pop that item into a basket for you. Then we're going to send you a message, and in that message you will find a link. Click the link, that will take you to your basket on our website where you can log in and then check out. It couldn't be easier. It's almost too easy. You almost think, really, is that it? Yes, that's it. It's fabulous. Two Robins. If you would prefer to watch us and shop on our website, you can also do that. And always have a peruse on the website before you check your baskets out, because we have lots and lots of different categories on there with deals, which is brilliant. But if you want to shop on there, all you need to do is click watch live and press play. And as soon as that show starts to stream, all the items in it will appear down the right hand side of your screen. You then just select the ones that you want to purchase, and they will go into a little red shopping bag that will appear at the top of your screen. When you're ready to log in and check out, click on that bag and that will take you through that process. Now we can also send you a little notification if you'd like before each show, just a little reminder. All you need to do to get those is type the word live into the comments underneath the video, and that will give us permission to be able to do that. And also, if you really want to get ahead of the game, and a lot of you have, because we went to air them with half of the blinking stencils sold out, which is brilliant for you guys, love that. You can shop ahead from midnight. So just go to highlightcrafts.com, click the banner that says shop today's deals, and then it will open up all of those products for you. And we have got some beautiful products for the rest of today, but also tomorrow. Haven't we? It's very exciting tomorrow. Right, where do we start, Amanda?
With the mica powders.
Go on then. Let's do all the micas.
Yes.
And then you can make your choice which ones you want, because we've got different things for different budgets. Right?
Yes. Yeah,
Lovely.
absolutely. So to start off with, we've got something that's super, super exciting, and I'm actually going to have a go at this, is our glow-in-the-dark mica powders. Now, mica powders are one of those things that can mix with lots of other products. It's like grabs on, and it's like a little abbey. It's like a little marriage made in heaven. So whether you're mixing it with glue, the aquastone, any of your pastes, it's that medium that you can use for colouring. But it's not just a flat colour, it gives you a lovely shimmer and a shine. But this one is super special because it glows in the dark.
It does glow in the dark.
Which is amazing. So we've got a lovely lady, and I keep thinking to try and get her name. If you're watching, would you just drop your name in the comments for us, please, darling? what you've done is you told us that you've used the aquastone, you've used the glow in the dark, and you've painted pebbles in your garden.
Oh, how fabulous.
So when it goes dark, the pebbles
Oh,
glow.
love that.
And I think that would be magic.
Ah, that's brilliant. You can make a fairy at the bottom of the
I
garden.
know, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm surprised I've not already done it.
So am I.
But also, I'm thinking that I'm super excited about that because for Halloween. Okay. Now, if you do like your Halloween decorations, now think about doing your glow in your dark and also adding it to glue, because now you can stick this to the decorations that you've already bought.
Brilliant.
Which is fantastic. So even if it's only a hint of a glow in the dark, maybe you're going to just paint their eyes and things like that. It's super, super fun. But it is...
Has it gone? It says sold out on the screen.
Yes.
Gone. Right. Gone. Too late. Too late. The cry rang out. Too late. You've got to be quick, you know.
Yeah.
We don't mess about here. No. Right. Next. Now then, bags of mica.
Yes.
Okay. So this is where your choice comes in, because we've got bags, we've got large pots, and then we've got the thing that I just want to put on my craft room wall.
Just look at it.
Just look at it, because it's beautiful. Right, they all are though. These are cracking too.
They're
fantastic. And sorry to interrupt, you can use it with your resin.
Yes.
You can use it inside your moulds.
Yes.
You can use it with a sticky ink pad.
Yes.
All of that.
Yes.
Micas are a really, really versatile colourant. And imagine these just dropped into your resin, the clear resin. They'd look absolutely incredible. Right, Amanda, let's talk through these that we've got here.
You can also put them in your candles and your soap.
You can. Can you still burn your candle with it in?
Yes, absolutely, you can. Yeah, it's one of the few things that you can, out of using what is branded for candles, that you can then actually burn, which is fantastic.
Right.
So we've got two different colourways. So that's the only difference between these two kits. We've got Noble and we've got Royal. Now at the top we've got the Royal. Now this is where you're going to find, if you're wanting to do it with your candles and make the chocolates, that's the chocolate brown that I've used to make in the chocolate moulds, okay? You're also going to get your black in this one, but you're also going to get 6 interference ones, which are stunning. Now, I've been having a little practice with something at home with regards to the candles, because you know what I'm like, I like to do my research. And there's something coming that little bundle there will be amazing with, okay? So if you're interested in that one, that is where you're going to get your interference powders.
Yep.
Then the next one, this one, is your Noble. Now you've got your beautiful, you've got your lilacs, your pinks, your blues, but you've got your autumns. These
your
are stunning, absolutely gorgeous colourways. Now they might not seem, you're going to go, oh, well, there's not a lot. Mica powder is finer than talcum powder, okay? It is super fine dust. Now 5 grams, that's going to go a really long way.
It is, because you need the smallest amount.
No, you don't. You can mix it in with your paints to give a shimmer to your paint. Using this with other mediums, you can make your own like tarnished card and all sorts. So again, like Mel said, it's a ridiculously versatile medium that enhances everything else that you've got.
Absolutely. Right, so if you want the Shop Noble, which is the last one that we've just shown you with your metallics, it's $24.99 and you're getting 25 colours. So it's costing you £1 for 5 grams of mica before your discount, which is incredible value for money. If you want the previous one, that is Shop Royal, same price, same quantity, same great deal, and you'll get your discount as well. Now then, if you're serious about your micas, is this all one set?
It's all one, no.
Really?
It's all one box.
Wow. All of those, look at those colours. They're magnificent. 32 colours. There is, let me find out, 5 grams in each one. But when you finish with these,
fill them up.
You could use the empty ones and refill them with the bags, couldn't you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now there's a thought, but I love this. I would just have these on a shelf in my craft room.
Just to look at.
I'd use them, but I'd just have them on a shelf so you see all that wonderful colour. So you're getting 32 colours for $39.99, but you're also getting 32 pots.
Yes.
So at the end of it, you've got all of those to refill, which is brilliant. Shop Mica, $39.99 will get you all of those colours. And honestly, you're going to have a whale of a time with mica. I love it. The first time I ever saw mica was when we used to get a red rubber stamp with a Versamark ink pad, stamp it onto black card, take a very soft brush and put all different colours of mica on top, and it would stick to the Versamark ink pad, and then you'd brush off any excess, and it was magic. I remember seeing John Lockwood doing something with moulds where Sam had gone in and put different mica in different areas of mould. So when it came out, it was just beautifully coloured. It's absolutely a fabulous product. And it's a natural product as well, which is great. So if you want that one, Shop Mica, $39.99. Now then, I just love the way that this is packaged. I think it's absolutely fabulous. This is going to give you 52 colours. I'm going to try and stop that flaring. There you go. You've got 52 colours, 3 grams of each, and look at that. I mean, that is just a crafter's dream, isn't it, that? Absolutely exceptional. I love that. And you've got all those little tubes left afterwards. Shop Powder, $39.99. It's going to get you slightly less in each pot, but 52 colours.
That's like to me,
one a week.
Yeah,
there's a different colour every week. Oh, that'd be good. Make yourself a journal,
calendar.
A mica journal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a different technique with a different colour each week. I like that idea.
It's like
Shop Powder.
Reminds me of the big felt tips that you used to get at Christmas. You got so many different colours.
Absolutely.
Favourite.
Lovely. Now, just to go back to this one, also you're going to get gloves. You get a little flat paintbrush in there. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Ice cream. I used to get a tub instead of a cornet. Oh, Mr. Whippy. There you go. You've got your 2 little scoops in there as well. Right, Amanda, what's your first demonstration going to be, love? What medium are you using first?
I'm using the glue and the mica.
Right, let's do the glue and then we'll go to demo. Do you want to go and get ready?
Yep.
And we'll break this counter up a bit. We'll do this, then we'll show you a demo. Then we'll do a different medium, show you a demo. So this is just your white craft glue, all right? Stuff that you would buy and use just all day, every day. But it's $4.99 and you're getting, does it tell me? Of course it doesn't tell me. Does it say how much you're getting, Lewis, in the information?
No.
Well, you're getting that size. You're getting that much. Brilliant. Don't know how they get away with that. You're supposed to have that on there. Anyway, right, so you're getting a bottle of that. The nozzle, I'm presuming you just cut yourself. Is there a seal inside there? Oh, I like that nozzle. Yes, there is. Look, and it's not a paper seal, it's a plastic seal. Look at that. That's clever. Like that. Right, and then
All I know is it weighs almost 300 grams.
Oh, it weighs almost 300 grams. But you've got this little hole in the
300
top,
mil then.
and then it just goes up into a chamfered in. And then just make sure that you're putting your lid on, because even though it's that price, they've even put that little nodule in the cap so that it goes back in the hole and the air doesn't get in. Shop glue, $4.99. Don't waste your pinflare glue. Don't waste your bookbinding glue for mixing with this. Just use a glue like this because it does the job. Don't waste your glue that you use for your card making. Just use that. Right, Amanda, are you ready?
Yeah.
Right, let's go over to Amanda, then we can see a demo, and then we'll come back and talk about the rest of the counter in a bit.
So I've just tipped out a bit of glue, and there's lots now that you can actually do with this when you've got your micas, okay? So earlier on I was having a little bit of a moment with it all. So I've gone with the bigger pots, and what I do is I put holes in the plastic, so I don't take all the plastic off. So that way I don't get it, loads and loads of it coming out. I've got a bit more control of the mica. And then what I do is I just mix it, okay? And it's just like mixing, you know, like you have your 2-part glue and you mix your hardener and everything together. That's exactly what I'm doing, okay? Mixing that together like this.
Now we do have those scrapers on the show for you if you'd like those. You get 4 in the packet for $3.99, shop scraper. These are great for doing things like stenciling and mixing,
Yeah,
aren't they?
absolutely. Yeah, I love them. So now I've done that. It's all mixed in. Put it back onto my mat, like so. I use my cut and use because that's a brilliant way of using it.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get some black card, which is on. Okay, so I'm now going to take my cut and use, pop a little bit on there, okay, and just literally pounce with it, like so. Okay, and that actually allows me to leave the texture in. If you leave it to start setting a little bit, it will stay raised when you start painting with it and using it. So another one that you can actually do with it is just use your paintbrush. Now by using your paintbrush, you're actually creating a shimmer card, just like that. Okay, I'll show you the dry ones that I've worked with. Okay, so, and just literally paint it on. It couldn't be
I'll tell you what, Amanda,
any
if you
easier.
just bought those animal stencils that we had next door,
Yes.
and you stenciled it with your with the black paste, and then you put the stencil back on and used your Aquastone or your Mixie on, that'd be really cool with markers over the top, because you could literally sprinkle it so it was all metallic. That would look absolutely exquisite, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. So it's again horses for courses, and you can mix your micas. So just because I've put pink in there, if I wanted to, I could put a little bit of blue in there, so you can mix your colours as well. It doesn't have to stay as it is. So I've pounced with it. I've actually used it on a brush, and I've used it on the canvases. But look at the difference that you've got using getting different textures. Okay. So I'm actually going to get,
Can we just see that again, Amanda, because you put it away a bit quick.
Sorry.
You can't
Sorry.
see all of it from there. There you are. Thank you, Emily. There you go. That looks like frost on a windscreen at the top, doesn't it?
So now I've got it on here, because this is canvas board. Just put it on like that.
Now through a stencil, that'd be fabulous, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So just spread it on, which is fantastic. So you've got all these different ways, and now having that pot of glue, you have got whichever one you go for. I mean the big one, you've got 52 different colourways, and they're shiny.
They are. That's fabulous. Okay, right, so that's your micas with the glue. Now you saw Mandy use cut and use foam. I know this sounds ridiculous when you think about all the different mediums and the different products that Cadence bring you, but this is one of my top 3 products. I know I say it every time, but we get new customers every day. Why? Why, Mel? Why is this your favourite? Well, I'll tell you why. Because you need the right tool
for the right job.
There you go. Now then, this is a brilliant product. So it's a lightweight foam on this side. It does not drink in the paint. It holds it on the surface. It's a very clever product. I use it now for retacking my scan and cut mats, because the level of that foam is much shallower than using a kitchen sponge, and it's denser than a kitchen sponge. You can also wash it. So you don't use it and throw it away. You can use, literally, it's called cut and use foam, but you can wash it, which is brilliant. Now, the other side of it is just as exciting. It doesn't look it, does it? But if you've got a stencil and you've run it through your die cutting machine, depending on the thickness of the mylar, you might get a very shallow emboss. It'll work with a rubber mat, but it might be quite shallow, because it can only ever go as deep as the stencil will allow it to. So spritzing your card a little bit with water will help, and massaging that water into the card will help with those fibres. But if you leave your stencil in place, flip it over so your stencil's on top of here, you can then go in with an embossing ball tool and really emphasise some of that stencil or all of that stencil. The other thing I like using this for is if I'm piercing. So if I've got my piercing ruler and I'm going through and I'm doing dotting in a project, it's brilliant for that. It's good with your parchment that we sell, the thick vellum, works with that. But if you heat this with a heat gun, it becomes moldable. So you could take something like a paintbrush or a flower petal or a leaf or a twig or a button or a brooch or whatever it is, and you can push it into that foam while it's warm. Then you ink it, and then you can stamp with it. So it gives you the negative. So if you imagine you've got a rectangle, the paint will go on the rectangle, and then the pieces that you stamped in will show through. It's really clever. Woodway used to do a product that were blue blocks like that, and I know because I used to take them on Create and Craft years and
I
years
remember
and years
them,
ago.
Mel.
But the best thing is, once you've cleaned it, you reheat it, and it goes back to this. So you can use it over and over and over again. It's a brilliant product. If you want to base coat and you want to do a big area quickly and smoothly, no brush marks because it's sponge, that is the product for you. It really is a very, very good product. So if you want that, Shop Sponge, $5.99 will get you an A4 sheet. Right, now then, I need to go to these mega canvases on the back. Now in here, you're going to get 7, I believe, of each size. So you get 7 5x7, you get 7 8x10, you get 7 A4, and you get 7 10x12, 11x14. So you're getting 28 canvases for $24.99. We've got one left. So if you want it, you need to be putting it on your basket. That is amazing value for money. They're a lovely quality. If you ever see myself or David or Amanda or Stephanie working on canvas boards, they're the ones that we use. Now our taser has been bought out by Plaid a few months ago. I'll tell you now, you won't be getting those deals when it switches over. But gone. Right, well done. If you got those, that's great news for you. We do have another set if you want to try. We have 14 8-inch by 10-inch canvas boards. So they are on a board back, listen, you can hear it. $24.99 will get you 14 of those. These are also pre-primed, so you don't need to gesso them first, which is great. Right, so we've talked about the sponge. Let's talk about brushes, because we have different brushes on here for you. So if you're following Stephanie on her painting journey, she's taking you on that journey, part of a club. We normally bring you these brushes, and we bring you one set for $24.99, because you've got 20 brushes going from your finest right the way up the spectrum, and then back down with the flat-ended brushes. Now, $24.99 for 20 brushes of this quality is brilliant. Let me tell you, Stephanie will not put her name on many things, but these she chose specifically for her painting. Of course you can use them for all of the things, but these were her brushes of choice. And let me tell you, you think I'm fussy. When it comes to brushes, Stephanie's very, very fussy. Now, as a treat, you can buy one set for $24.99, 20 brushes, and we'll give you another set free. So you're going to get 2 sets for what you would normally pay for one. Now the money that you're saving on that, you could spend on your micas. So it balances it out. And we try and do that for you because right here at Highlight Crafts, all the people that come on air are crafters. Right? We all craft. We go home, we craft. We go away for a weekend, we take craft stuff with us. We are you, okay? This is a brilliant, brilliant deal. And you know, sometimes when Stephanie gets a bit scary, when she hacks the end off a paintbrush and you go, oh, that's my number 12 gone. Doesn't matter now because you've got more, okay? So if you want those, Shop Brush, $24.99 will get you all of 40 brushes. That's ridiculous. Can you just divide, Lewis, for me, $24.99 by 40? Because that's crazy for that quality of brush. My dad would have been having these if he was still around.
62 pence.
62 pence a brush for that quality. Amazing. Now then, different brushes. These are extraordinary. Right, what am I getting here? Am I getting all 5?
Yes.
These are fabulous. So these are the brushes that David and Stephanie would recommend you use with things like your Aquastone, because they're a flat brush, they're a very, very, very soft bristle, but watch the bounce on this. So I can press that right down, I can splay those bristles out like that, and then are you ready? Just bounces back. That's a sign of a really, really good quality brush. So you're going to get 2 of this size. They're ergonomic, they fit beautifully in your hand, and that's important because you are painting, you want them to be comfortable. So you're going to get 2 of those, and then these are the ones that you would use for your varnishings. So whether it's your matte decoupage glue, whether it's your fabric decoupage glue, whether it's your glazes from Cadence, your varnishes, these are fabulous. And they're really nice and lightweight. Plus, and David pointed this out the other day, and I was like, yeah, that's a really good point actually. They're a very slim profile. So when you are going along a canvas, you haven't got the bulk that you have to get past before the bristles hit that canvas. You can literally slide it like that. The other thing that David would recommend these to you for is your crackle mediums, because again, you can get that smooth finish, because with some of the crackles you only go across once. So you need the medium to load into those bristles and then glide across that surface. Seriously guys, if you're going to do things like mixed media and different mediums, invest in really good tools, because then you'll get a really good result and you won't blame yourself, and then you'll really get involved in it and love it. So if you want all 5 of those brushes, shop large, $19.99. That is brilliant. And if you're getting these, keep them for your mediums. If you want to paint with them, get another set, but keep them for your crackles, for your gloss varnish, for your matte varnishes, and they will, if you look after those, they'll look after you. They're fabulous quality. Shop large, $19.99. Now we saw Amanda using those scrapers. David used them the other day for using the candle paint on a round candle with a mesh stencil. You know, the ones that I mean, the blue ones. Silk screen stencils, thank you. Okay, Lewis. I'll tell you what, when I'm off next Thursday and Friday, there's my replacement.
I'm not here next Thursday, Friday.
You are now. You are now. Starting at 7:30 in the morning, Lewis, you're on air. Right, now then, look at these. These are fabulous. You've got your 4 different sizes. They're flexible. And this is exactly what David was using the other day with the candle paint. And you wouldn't think of using this with a paint, would you?
Nope.
But with those silk screen stencils, they were brilliant. Shop Scraper, $3.99. Now, we also have these. Now, these were the ones that came with the nail art, aren't they, these brushes?
Are they the nail or are they the food one?
Well, either way. Cake ones. So you've got super, super, super fine brushes here as well, like super, super, super fine. So you've got your fan brushes in here, you've got your flat top brushes, you've got your tiny flat ones, but look how fine and how long those are. Aren't they just tremendous? So Shop Cake is going to get you 15 brushes for $14.99 before your discount. That is cracking. Right, Amanda, what's the next medium that you're going to be using? The Pace?
Yep.
Okay.
So I've got...
Talk to me about the difference between the Capella and the Sirius for me, please.
So, one, they're really very heavy, okay? You've got one that is very smooth and almost very silky, and one has got more of a texture. One is a little bit shiny, the other one is solid matte.
Yeah, one of them gives you a sheen, if you like. It's like when you mix icing.
Yes.
Or your Italian meringue. You know when you get that shine on your Italian meringue? It's like that. Now the Sirius is different. That's the Sirius, that's the matte one. So that will come out matte, and it has a texture to it. It's a bit gritty. It's not too gritty, but it's a heavier body. And the reason that we asked Cadence to manufacture a product like this was because we did the layering stencils, where you do a layer of the paste and you put it on thick and you lift it through the stencil, you lift the stencil vertically so that it gives you that raised edge. Then you put your first stencil back on and your second stencil on top, and you paste again. and you end up with the paste coming out about an inch off the canvas. It's a fabulous technique, but we needed something that was heavy bodied, that would hold its shape when you took it out of that stencil. So Shop Capella gives you that lovely, just a very soft sheen, very much like Italian meringue when you're whisking it. Your Sirius is more gritty and a heavy body. So you'll see the difference. If you watched me with Lily the other day when she was doing, she pasted an owl on the top of the box, and she did a nice thin layer, and then I came in and did a really thick layer. You can go really, really gentle and delicate and thin, or you can go really thick and it holds its form. You can see there, it's almost mixing like a fondant icing. It has that structure to it, and it's a brilliant, brilliant product. It's also a really good price because you're getting 250 ml for $12.99. When I pasted the stencils for that 3D stencil show, I think I got 8 full canvases out of one pot. So anything that you're left with, you just put straight back into the pot. Now, imagine you're getting your micas today, and you've got the 52 set or the 30 set or whichever one you're going for. Instead of buying different colours of paste, you buy your mica powders that you can use for all of those different techniques, and you blend it to the colour that you want it to be, which is fabulous, isn't it? So Shop Capella will get you the smooth one for $12.99. Shop Sirius will get you the heavier bodied gritty one, where, so if you went over with a finger wax, you'd see the texture. We'll get you the Sirius also for $12.99. And it's super easy to apply, Amanda, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely. So I put a little bit on earlier and I've blended 2 colours together, but that's where I've put it on and I've like scraped it off. And this here, I've put it on really thick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now lift your stencil, don't pull it away, lift it vertically, because that's what enables it to hold its form. If you pull it, you're moving that paste. If you lift it, you end up with that texture. Now imagine this through those stencils that we've just had next door with your animal print. Look how incredible that would look. Look at the depth that you've got on that side where Amanda is showing you, how deep that is. If you want texture, this is the paste for you, because it's absolutely fabulous, and it's that cadence quality that you have learned, that you now know and love, because nothing else. Now, Amanda, can you just clean that stencil and just show how much paste you would save back? I know you haven't got a jar, but just put it back onto that palette, because you literally get everything back. In fact, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Get another piece of black paper. So that one that you've got underneath, put it on and clean your stencil now. You don't need to add any more paste, just clean what you've already got. It's
I could
brilliant.
do 2 or 3 of these with what I've got here.
Absolutely. But it'll give you, even when you're cleaning, and what I like to do is get a rice paper that I'm going to use it on, or a regular piece of paper, and when I've got down to the last layer that I'm cleaning up, I do it just across, and it gives you a very, very shabby finish. It's brilliant. Absolutely.
Look at the difference between those
brilliant.
two.
Right, do it again. So use what you've got. Let's see how many we get out of it. And it doesn't need to be the full stencil. It could just be a swipe. It could be on a card front. It doesn't have to be mixed media, but it's a really clever product, and it's brilliant. When we did the Cadence retreat last year, Stephanie and I, we used this to do the layering stencils, and they were blown away, literally blown away by the thickness and the depth and height of that paste you could get. Okay, we're still going. That's another one.
I've got some here.
Okay. Next. This is the quality of Cadence. Look at this. Isn't that fabulous? You just keep going. Have a day where you batch make backgrounds. This is going to be perfect for that. And we were talking about it in the previous show. If you have an aperture on a piece of very thin vellum or copy of paper underneath that, it will just go within that shape. But look how far that small amount that Amanda mixed goes. That's the quality product.
It's still loads left.
$12.99. I know, love. Right, go on. I think we're done. I think we're good. We need to move on to something else. Look at that.
Isn't it
that
good?
Fantastic?
And I've
Still got all of that left.
But I love that.
We've got more glow-in-the-dark powders back. which is very exciting. Sorry, I'm jumping from one to the other because we're live updates as we speak. Incoming news. Right, you're going to get your glow-in-the-dark micas now. And you heard Stephanie said that, not Stephanie, Amanda say that one of our lovely friends and family at home has mixed this with Aquastone and painted the
Stones, pebbles
in a garden. So at night it glows. How fabulous is that? Oh, if you've got little ones, you've got to make a fairy garden at the bottom of the garden, haven't you? And have that. Can you imagine the little faces when it goes dark and they're all glowing? Oh, goodness me, the stories you could tell. Right, if you want these, you have got a cyan. So these are interference ones. You've also got sky blue. You've got your dark purple. You've also got your dark blue. You've got your grass green. And you've got your light blue. So all 6 of those. Shop Aurora, $24.99 for glow-in-the-dark mica. Fantastic. Also think about just cutting out moons and suns and galaxies and planets and just doing them on the ceiling in a kid's bedroom. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Absolutely fabulous. Yes, Lewis?
Radiant embers haven't gotten pulled to the counter.
Right. We've also got radiant embers. So you've got, can you tell me what the colours are in that one, please? Because we need to know what we're buying, don't we? Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. Look at that. So you've got your, you've got your rose red, your pink, your orange yellow, your lime, and your green interference. They're fabulous. Okay, give them a go because they really do work. I was like, really? Does that work? Yeah, absolutely. They're brilliant. So Shop Ember will get you the pinks and the oranges, and Shop Aurora will get you those colours that you can see on the counter. Right, now then, so we've done our paste. Shop Capella will get you that. It is beautiful to work with. I've used quite a lot of texture paste, but I've never found one that's as smooth as this. It's beautiful quality. Please invest in the best that you can afford, because then you'll get the best result and then you'll be proud of yourself. So Shop Capella, $12.99. Shop Sirius, $12.99. Now then, let's talk Aquastone, shall we? Because Aquastone has become part of our language here at Highlight Crafts and of yours. It's a staple now in your craft room. Now we have the big half-litre bottles for you because you were all asking, can we have a bigger bottle? Can we have a bigger bottle? We need more. Can we have a bigger bottle? So we did it. Now this will make anything that you can put in your garden waterproof. And I'll tell you one of the tips that David said in one of the shows that really resonated with me. In his garden, he has lots of terracotta plant pots. And terracotta is one of the most absorbent materials you'll find. So when you've got your plants inside terracotta and you water them, the terracotta drinks that water and pulls it out of the soil. If you put a layer of this inside the terracotta before you put your soil and your plants in, it will stop it absorbing the water, which I thought was brilliant. Because he said he's sick of going out and having to keep water the plants all the time because the terracotta is taking that moisture. A layer of that, whether it's the gloss or it's the matte, because we've now got the matte one for you, it doesn't matter. But I thought that was a cracking idea. If you want the look of an enamel on the top of something like a paint pour, this is going to be brilliant for that as well. So you've got your gloss, which gives you almost like a glass high shine. It's a beautiful product. Or you've got the matte. So if you're working on a project with, say, a matte paint, like your Style Matte that we had on the other day, or your, what's the other one called? It begins with Cosmos, that one, and you want to keep it matte, then use the matte version. So we now stock both for you. Shop Matte, $39.99. Shop Gloss, Shop Varnish, of course it is, $39.99 for that as well. This is a brilliant product. Also, if you bought those chipboards from Graphic 45 yesterday when Stephanie brought you that show, putting this on top will make them look like they're epoxy resin.
Enamelled.
Yeah, enamelled. It's a brilliant, brilliant product. Right, Amanda, well, I'm just going to have a look, see if we've got any questions and comments. Let's have a look at the questions. Refresh. I hate it. Why do we have to have pop-ups? It's not popping up. Right, how many grams in the glow in the dark? That's a very good question. And the answer is, can I pick the one, I've done it on a label, 20 mil. You get them?
So it's 20 grams.
So
1
grams.
milliliter is a gram.
Okay, there you go. Then you always ask Amanda to explain something, and then you interrupt her so she can't finish. Sorry, Lorraine, but I have a job to do. Right? And people are asking questions, and if the questions are relevant, we want them answered. So I apologise if it annoys you, but sometimes I have to do it because I get excited as well. Aileen says, will the white flexi relief paste be back in stock soon? Have run out. It will probably be coming in the next order. So when we put an order into Cadence, it's about 6 to 8 weeks because it comes by road. We don't fly it from Turkey, we bring it in by road. But as soon as we've got it, you can go, Aileen, onto the website, find the product, and you can ask for an email to be sent when it's back in stock so you don't miss out. That's the kind of thing that you can do, which is brilliant. Is that piece of messy mat that Amanda is mixing the glue on? Is that a piece of a messy mat? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Isn't it, that you're mixing your paste on?
I do dumpster diving very often when I go through into the warehouse. And these are the offcuts from when we do the stencils. Yep. And it's in a bin. And I go, yeah, that's not staying in that bin. So any bits that are left over, I go and rescue them. I go rescuing and recycling. So I've got these little bits to be able to mix onto as palettes. But yes, that's exactly what it is.
And Lorraine also says she uses that cut and use foam for just about everything. It does a fabulous job, and it makes things like paint go a lot further. It does. When you load paint up, if you paint and you think, oh, I need more, just press the sponge because there'll be paint there, believe you me. So yes, thank you for that. Right, Amanda, I'm going to zip it now. Seeing I've been told off, doing my job. And I'll go and sit in the naughty corner on here. I do. So, otherwise you don't know what anything is, do you?
I've also done on here. So you can see here, this is your Aquastone gloss mixed with mica powder and brushed on. Then what I did is I've gone in with glitter. So you can with glitter. Multi-mix your mediums, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's an incredible product, but it's also a gloss and a varnish and everything else. So just use all of your mediums with it. Put in beads, seed beads. What do you put? Sequins. I'm going to say, what do you put on costumes? All of that. But use it with the brush, but you can actually use it with this. Now, I'm going to do a technique, and this is like donkey's ages old, okay? And you've probably all done this before. But I'm going to smooth it on there like that over the top. This is the Aquastone. Now, when you apply heat to glue, it bubbles and it creates a fabulous looking technique. Just got to let it start drying, and it starts to blister. There we go, it's going. It's better with a heat gun, I must admit.
I was going to say, would it be better with a heat gun?
Yes, it is much better with a heat gun. But can you see it's just starting to blister there? I've got another one somewhere on the back of one of these where I've done it. There you go. I've blistered it.
Oh, nice.
So it gives a fabulous, fabulous look and feel. But also with all of these mediums that we're talking about, whether it be your normal glues, your Aquastone and everything else, also try putting just general rock salt and things like that in with them.
Marina said we need to pack those offcuts up and sell them. You know what? It's not a bad shout, that, Marina. Not a bad shout. Pass it on. Right, what else?
So this is now all of it together. But remember, I didn't use a brush to put that on. That is Aquastone, quite thick. And it creates a paste when you've actually got, look, when you put your glitter and your mica powders in with it together. So putting that through a stencil is also going to work. And on to all your different mediums, because we know Aquastone is a sealer and a waterproofer. So now imagining it putting it on, but adding texture as well. So that is really super cool way of actually using your Aquastone. We have got both. So if you don't want it shiny, you can still use it a matte. But by using the matte one, but put your glitter in, you're not going to get a high gloss. You're going to get more of a, is it eggshell kind of finish? Is it? Oh, she's sure.
I'm not allowed to interrupt you.
I'm asking, is it an eggshell finish?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Right. Doing as I'm told for once. Right, let's come over here and have a look at this, because you've just heard Amanda talk about glitter. This is fab, isn't it?
I love
You've got
this.
lots of different sizes of pieces in here in a lovely, lovely array of colour. This is Shop South. Shop North has gone, I believe.
No,
We've
just
got
got
it.
back in.
Oh, brilliant. We've just got it back in stock. So you can have Shop North, which gives you your blues, your yellows, your greens and your golds. Or Shop South, which gives you your reds, your pinks, your purples, your oranges and your silvers. And they're fabulous. They're really nice quality glitter, those as well. Right, let's have a look at some palette knives, shall we? So
Yes.
you've been using the scrapers.
Yeah, the scrapers
which
are
are these.
fantastic.
You get 4 in the packet, different sizes. So you get one that is 50mm wide, 80mm wide, 100mm and 120mm. And you've seen how flexible these are. Blew my mind when David used the candle paint from Cadence on a candle through a silkscreen stencil with this the other day, because I would have thought he'd have gone for the sponge, but that did a brilliant job very quickly. And they're $3.99, guys, so it's worth having them. Shop Scraper, $3.99. Now, if you're going to get serious about your pastes and your mixed medias, get yourself these palette knives. I have paid more for 1 palette knife than you're paying for 5 with this. Seriously. Honestly, must have bought about 7 or 8 of them, didn't I, at one point. It was the best part of £100. Honestly, really expensive. These are brilliant. And I'll tell you why I like these, because they have that neck that comes down. So you've got a handle, you've got different widths and lengths, different shapes and sizes, but you've got that neck that comes down, which makes it much, much more ergonomic when you're using your paste. I love these. You imagine if you've got your palette knife and it's got that swan neck that comes down, you've got more control over your hand coming away from the paste, because the handle raises up. Yeah, these are the ones. So you put your paste on the back like that and then paste. So you can see that handle isn't going anywhere near. Now this is slightly deeper, but these do exactly the same job. And I like these for mixing, but I don't necessarily use these for pasting, because if you've got your paste there, you've got to really flex that. Now they are more flexible.
Yes.
So if you want your flexible palette knives, they're brilliant. And it's, again, right tool for the right job.
Absolutely.
Right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So treat yourself to some proper palette knives if you're going to get serious with paste, because you will get the best result using the proper tools. Shop Plastic will get you the 4 that are $6.99. And Shop Palette will get you the 5 that have got those metal heads in there, which is brilliant, isn't it? So if you want those are your codes. Now, one other thing that you need to have in your stash, whether you're using stencils, whether you're using your hot foil pen and it holds the foil in place, whether you're printing your own rice papers, because there's a little bit of this on a piece of copier paper, will allow the rice paper to be stabilised by that paper as it goes through your printer. This is the best spray I have ever used. It never clogs, It never goes stringy. You'll know when it's empty because you'll get that stringy bit at the end. But apart from that, it's like the finest hairspray you can ever imagine, and it doesn't leave a residue. It's a brilliant product. Shop spray, $9.99 will get you your stencil spray. Right, both of the glow in the dark powders back in stock are now 60% allocated. So if you want them, please make sure that you're getting those into your baskets. Right, Amanda, have you got another technique for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, she's ready to go.
So I've gone for the other paste this time, and there's a notable difference between the two, because the first one I was using is like clotted cream. Yeah, really very, very substantial viscosity. It's super thick. This one is more like, feels a bit more like double cream. It's a little bit, not much looser, but you can tell the difference between.
Is your Capella?
Yeah. So it's a little bit different. So and look, you can already see it's a little bit different from when I was mixing it, because I've chosen to mix it with this. Let me mix it with the palette so you can actually see the difference, okay? Okay, this, look at that, it's not quite so thick. Like I say, it's like the difference between clotted cream and extra thick double cream. You can slightly feel the difference, but it's shiny. Isn't that lovely? But I bought one pot that's one colour, and I'm now making 52 colours that's all my own, that I want to actually choose to make. But it doesn't stop at 52 colours, because let's mix in a little bit of this one. I don't quite know what we're going to end up with, but we can, because we've got it. Okay, so, but when I've done that, I'm not going to mix it in fully. Okay, I'm just going to pick it up. I want it so it's, I'm going to pick that up, put it through my actual thing. So I've now got a little bit of blue and a little bit purple mixed already in there, which is fantastic. I love that. But look how much, and it's lovely and shiny. But the depth, it's still got the depth. It's still holding its own, which again is fantastic. And that's just because of who it is that's done this. It's incredible, incredible product.
Can you just lift that board up, darling, and let Emily have a really good look at that yellow, because you can see it sparkling with the glitter. And once you've done your stenciling, you'll get all your paste off, all the residue off, and put them straight into warm soapy water and give them a clean, because if that sets on your stencil, you're not getting it off. Look at the depth of those dots at the top with that paste. It's brilliant. You can use something like your gesso to paste, but you won't get it holding its shape like that.
Nope.
That was the whole point when we asked Cadence to develop a structure paste like this, a texture paste. We wanted it to be able to lift the stencil vertically and get that thick layer, so you can get lots of different layers on a project. Look at the ones with the aqua glaze. Isn't that fabulous?
Isn't it?
It's brilliant, isn't it? You've got the glue, we've used it with the aqua stones, we've used it with the paste. Mica is such a versatile product.
It really is. It's that one thing that you're going to add to everything else. You know, like we do talk about adding. Let's invigorate everything that we've already bought. So we're now invigorating it with this, that will go and it cross-pollinates all your different all of your different ones that because you can put it into fabric paint, put it onto fabric, you can put it into your resins, you can put it into your candles, you can put it into your soap. It really does cross-pollinate so many different crafts. It's unbelievable. So it's going to give you that reinvigoration. And again, so many other different techniques. And then if you want to, you can actually just use it as mica powder.
You can indeed. Now then, one last quick product before we love you and leave you. I'm going next door to be with David. We also have some really clever glues on here for you. So you've got your clear glue for your repairs. You've then got an all-purpose extra strong glue. And then you've got an elastic, fantastic elastic. So this will go on things like hose pipes or trainers, anything that's going to flex. And you're getting all three of them for $9.99. That's a great shout, that one. I like that. And I have to just say we've got a question before we go. Can't miss out on a question. Question, which paste do I need to put in my lace moulds, please?
That is the
flexible
relief paste, yeah. Also, just very quickly before you go, the $9.99 packet, your flexi glue, mix in your micas and paint it on your trainers.
Oh, there you go. Right, I'm going through that wall, not with Stephanie. David's back.
David's back!
So I'll see you in a few minutes. Go and grab a quick cuppa. See you on the other side.